All right, welcome back. Hey, I'm Josh Weatherspoon, and today we are not racing, but yet still riding. A big shout out to our team member and Richmond native BMXer, Gary Craig. Awesome piece of property he's invited us out to today, and so we're gonna show you around. We're out here riding on this beautiful Saturday, and I think this may be one of the best backyard tracks in Virginia. Definitely the best one I've seen. So I'll take you around. Let's go. All right, working on jumping, continue work in progress. Trying to get a good backside to go clear this longer double. And so I've done it, I think, twice. Here we go.
Yeah, but I didn't even have to jump or the bird.
All right, I can do this. Here we go. All right, ready? All right, you've seen the couple loops he has going through his backyard, but then through the woods, he has some other trail / jumps, and so we're gonna take you through those. Check them out. So you come down from the loop into this trail line he has through his woods. Carved out a nice turn. You can get plenty of speed going through this. You got a little roller, get some pump. So you go up this steep little table, but look how much Gary has dug out by hand. So just note that by hand he has been working. So you come back up this table, get some good air off that lip. That is a steep lip, and that will send you as you come back down to the second turn. And again, the angle, the grade of this turn is amazing. You can really stick it and carry some good speed going back through here. Set you up for this little kind of step up double. Great lip. It'll send you to a nice backside. You carry your speed down through the rest of this section, which he's still working out. And so as you can see, still working on a third turn and goes around to a fourth turn. And he's gonna put few more jumps in that section, which goes back out to the street. Here Eli comes on the first turn, little roller. Yeah. Get some little air off that lip, goes into the double. There you go, Eli. Nice. All right, out here still riding jumps. If you can see, you got this little guy right there.
Souvenirs, man, they're free.
At least it wasn't as bad. I fall with my face, and so that usually helps.
Right.
Here with Gary. So this is his piece of property that he's been working on for a long time. Gary, just share a little bit, man, about how did you start and what this looked like initially, and what's the vision for this?
So it was originally built in 2011 when I first started racing. Yeah. A month after I got back to racing, I was like, I need a practice track. So yeah. I rented a skid steer and I built what I thought was going to be a practice track, because we didn't have pump tracks when I was a kid.
Right.
We had practice tracks. So I built it as a practice track, and it was good for a couple of years. Then I started running the Richmond track, and then once I started that, you don't have time to be out here digging and stuff, so it sat for 10 years. Then starting in 2020, I was in between jobs. I didn't work the whole year.
Oh,
and
wow.
I needed something to do. And I just came out and started digging here.
Yeah.
And I started re-digging, and like everything was, you know, the turns were like not even a foot tall. I just started digging by hand and
That's
re-digging.
crazy.
And I didn't know really what I was gonna do. I just knew that I wanted to start digging. I dug one jump, and I'm like, okay, that's fun. Now let me dig the jump before it, and let me dig. Okay, but now I'm going fast. So I gotta re-dig this turn. And everything's gone like about 2 or 3 iterations of getting bigger and bigger as I redug everything.
Yeah.
To where now it's pretty well established as far as the layout is concerned. So then this last year I started digging the new lines through the trees down there.
Yeah.
Mostly just give myself something to do, to dig on, that wasn't gonna like shut down the pump track.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I just wanted something new to build, and
that'll do it.
now it's taking on a life of its own, and it's going to become this crazy 500-foot long flow line with like 6 or 7 jumps in it.
That's gonna be awesome. I know you told me earlier. You mentioned you ran this skid steer initially.
Yeah,
But since then, you have done all this by hand.
100% by hand. Yeah, when I did that, when I first
That's
built it
awesome.
in 2011, I rented a skid steer for a month.
Yeah.
But starting in 2020, I wasn't working, and I needed something to do to keep me busy. It was weird. You didn't want to go and be around people and stuff. And,
Yep.
And I just wanted something to do. I just started digging, and I'm on my 3rd shovel. I've burned through 2, and I'm on my 3rd shovel.
That's crazy.
And
It's like the Forrest Gump of track building. Just kept digging.
Just
kept digging.
Well, and it now becomes my therapy. Like I get done with work, and I'll come out and I'll dig for an hour and a half after work, and like all I'm thinking about is where does the shovel go, where does the dirt go.
Yeah.
Like everything else about life and everything is gone.
That's awesome.
And it's just my meditation, my quiet time. No music, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just the birds and
No doubt.
And that's it. Nice time.
You heard it here. If you need some therapy session, I'm sure.
That's right. I have shovels. I'm
That's
willing
right.
to teach.
Gary will let you do some digging.
That's right. That's right.
Well, awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for having us out.
Absolutely,
This
man.
place is amazing.
Thanks for coming, always.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do some riding. All right.
Yeesaw.
Let's go.